Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate everybody stopping back in. And I just wanted to go over, I have some questions quite often, or I see it on posts as far as, how to purge your line. And what that means is, how do you get the air out of your system with the outdoor wood stove? That's if you've drained your water and you've maybe had to install a new pump. And why do pumps go bad so often if it's every couple years? Because I mean, there's pumps out there that's been running 15 years, 20 years, and why is some of them running and why is the other ones, they go bad in a shorter period of time? I've had them go bad when I've sold them within a season or within a year. And I think and a lot of it has to do with just not getting the air out of it. So on this video, I'm gonna do this all on how do you get the air out of the system so there's no air in it, because the pump it's just lubricated by water. The propeller is, and if you have air in that and it's caught in that propeller, it's going to cavitate more and it ain't going to last. So let's go ahead and let's say you've got a brand new stove, you've hooked up your pump, everything's hooked up. How do I go ahead and get the air out of the system? Or let's say you've replaced your pump and your water's full of water, and you think, all right, I just plug it in and away I go, that's good enough. Well, if you don't get the air out of the system, it's going to burn up your pump. So the other thing is, a pump is very easy to change. If you guys have never changed a pump, the pumps are very, very easy to change. So it ain't that difficult. Let me get you up here a little closer. So basically, all you have is you have your flange where your pump, hooks in. You got your flange, you got your pump flange, and then a flange coming out of the top of the furnace. And when you buy a new pump, they sell you a gasket that goes in both parts. And so all it is taking off, undoing these bolts on each side, pulling the pump out, wiring the new one in, which is a piece of cake, and then putting the pump back in, putting the bolts in, flange, opening up your lines to make sure you're not leaking any water any place. And that is how simple change the pump. Plus, obviously, the arrow, most of your pumps will have a flow direction. And what we're going to do is we're going to push water into the house on a central boiler. It is on the top of it. And with this one, if I show the house, here's the house right by the condenser for the air conditioner. And you can see the box right there. That's where I came in to the house. I elbowed up, elbowed in, insulated that box and into the basement. Now, since this is all level, I could have put my pump in the house and mounted in there instead of out on the furnace, because gravity will feed that pump. Plus, I would have still put it on the feed side to push it through everything. Let's go ahead and say you've replaced your pump. It's all ready to go. What you need to do is, you're not going to plug this in right away. You're going to leave this unplugged, and you're going to want to close this valve, and you're going to want to close your valve on your return. So, and you're going to do that obviously before you change your before you change your pump. Them are going to be closed, correct? So once we change the pump, both valves are closed. So now we're going to go down into the basement, and I'm going to show you how to purge your system. On Central Boilers owner's manuals, You see how they have a drain valve. They tell us to put a drain valve in the supply or the return line once you're in the basement. Now this was plumbed in and back in 2007, and which does not matter, but in their owner's manual, put this drain valve in, and I'm going to show you why that's important. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take a washing machine hose, because a washing machine hose is female on both sides. So we got the female there. We got the female on this side as well. You can see this is where the lines came in from the outdoor wood stove when it was hooked 300 feet away. And so we moved this stove, like I said, if you watched on one of those other videos. And it just so happens that my well coming in is right here, and they put two gate valves or drain valves that I can go ahead and screw my other washing machine hose to it. If you don't have that, what you're going to do is you're going to hook it into a Silcox or a spigot outside or something like that to go ahead and hook your water to, and then that way you've got well water going right up to your pump and into your feed. So let's go up there. Let's go look up there. So what you're going to do is both valves are shut out on the wood stove. We're going to open the well, and then we're going to open this line. Just showing you how you do it. You open this line, so now you're pressurizing this with your well. You got your feed and you got your return coming in, and it makes its circuit through the hot water heater if you're using an exchanger there. It's going through the coil of the plenum. Let me show you that. Here is the coil to the plenum, and these are the hot or the feed and the return coming into it. So basically you need a gate valve or a drain valve to go ahead and hook your washing machine line to push water, push air back through your furnace to purge it, to get all the air out of your system. Let's go back outside. So back out here, we got the well. Let's say the well's on. We pressurize the system. We have our valves closed. Let's say we want to push it back through our return side. All we do is open the return. Now we're using the well water to push our water or our air, water and air, back into our system. And all of our systems are pressurized, so we don't have to worry about a pressurized system because it's going to vent through our vent cap in the top. And you'll be able to hear air bubbling, and especially if it's a new install or you drain your water and you're flushing it out. After you don't hear nothing, go ahead, close the return. All you're going to do now is come over and open the feed. Now, it's very important. Most of these pumps, your Tacos don't necessarily, but most of your pumps will have a check valve right in the body of the pump on the outlet side of the flange. It's just a plastic, check valve. I pop them out. All I do is take a screwdriver, pop it out, and that way, because if it's in there, you are not going to be able to push water back through your pump. So all we're doing now is open the valve. Both valves are open, and we're pushing water now through our feed back through the pump into the wood stove, and we're pushing all the air out of that side of the line. And that is it. So once you have that done, you go ahead and obviously shut the valve off down there, shut your water off from pushing into your furnace lines. And then what I like to do, so when I come back out, I go ahead and open my valves. I'll wait a second to see if I have any air coming back into the system. And if I don't hear anything, all I do is I'll plug in my pump. You can hear it. It is pumping. And I go ahead and I let that run for a few minutes. It doesn't matter, just 30, 40 seconds. And then I unplug it again and I just listen for air to see if anything's going to gurgle out, any air blurping back. Plug it in again. You can feel it. It's going to be hot, especially if your wood stove's hot. You can hear it running. I might let it run again, I don't know, for just a little bit. Unplug it, let it rest. I usually do this like 3 times and then plug it back in and I'm golden. Now another thing you can do is pinch off your return and you can hear it restrict. And so right there, I realize that I have flow. Let me see if we can hear it restrict. I don't know if you was able to hear that or not. And so then that way, we should have all the air out of our system. Now once I do, I got a couple pieces of insulation in here. I got to put a couple more just to help with some heat loss and stuff like that. But if you follow that is, and it's in Central Boilers Owner's Manual, how to properly purge and more or less prime your pump. So that way you're not going to be going through a lot of pumps and you're going to get all the air out of that system. So that is what we've always done, and it seems to obviously work because that is the proper procedure, obviously. Another note, I usually do not cover up my pump. I'll just put insulation. It's insulated all through here. I don't put insulation over that pump because I don't want to put a lot of heat on that, more heat than what there already is. But this furnace, this is a 2007 furnace. It's not a brand new furnace. So we went ahead and we painted this thing last year and got it looking nice, but hopefully that helped you. Give me a thumbs up. Go ahead and if you want to subscribe. But we got another video coming out here this week. I'm going to go see Phil, who is basically, Phil is only using $350 worth of slab wood to heat his house. And we're going to go down there and we're going to do a video and we're going to see, and we're going to talk to Phil and see exactly what he's doing, that he's only using $350 worth of firewood, slab wood. So that's coming. So anyway, thanks a bunch, and we'll see you guys on the next video. You guys have a great day. What are we gonna do now, Bailey? Huh? I'm sure Mom's got something for us to do inside. Sure is another beautiful day before the snow starts coming.